What up, everybody? I really wanted to get this sunset before it went away because it's just gorgeous tonight. I know it's like focused on my face, so I'm gonna see if you can see it. It like unfocuses. Ah, it's so beautiful. I had to jump on here and get it before it went away. So I just had the most incredible day. Uh, it's my last day on the Big Island. I head to Maui tomorrow. I'm going to spend a week with some friends, hopefully do some whale watching, maybe some diving, and just spend some time with people I haven't seen in a really long time. So I'm so excited for that. But today we jam-packed the whole day. So we got up fairly early, nothing crazy, and took a long, long drive to the Hilo side of the island. So when you look at Kona, I'm sorry, the Big Island, there's actually five volcanoes on this island. And the western side, which is what we're on now, that's why you're seeing the sunset, has a lot of like volcanic rock, and there's definitely places with a lot of lush greenery. But when you head to the Hilo side, which is on the east side and a little bit north, it's super almost like tropical rainforest. It's so lush and green and just a totally different ecosystem. I swear, when you're driving there, whether you go the north route or the south route, you drive through like, I want to say four or five different ecosystems. And so it's really crazy that this one island has that much diversity just in the features of the island itself and the foliage. And so we got to go to the Hilo side, and it was amazing because we were able to check out Rainbow Falls, which is a waterfall almost in the middle, not in the middle, but really close to the town of Hilo. And then we went up to Akaka Falls, which is this huge, like 400-foot waterfall. But the walk to the waterfall is just incredible. You're in the middle of the forest. It feels like, I don't know if you guys are from this age or millennia, but Fern Gully. It's just there's so many trees and bushes and ferns, and it's all like green, and then you get these pops of color where all the flowers come out, and it's just incredible. And it actually started pouring rain on us, pouring rain, which is so funny because we packed umbrellas, we packed rain jackets, all the gear. We even packed a change of clothes. And of course, we get completely rained on in the middle of this walk to the falls. And it's not far, it's like a um, not half hour, half mile circle. But right in the middle, we start getting poured on. And of course, we didn't bring any of our rain gear. So that was exciting. But it was such a different vibe, such a different feeling to be on that side of the island because it is so wet. It's so humid over there. They say that it rains more in Hilo than it does in Seattle, Washington, which most people in the United States say that Seattle gets the most rain of any place in the United States. And I just heard that Hilo actually gets the most rain of any place in the United States. So we're not talking like a sprinkle. We're talking like buckets of water coming out of the sky and just laughing the whole time. It was an amazing day. Got to eat some good food. There's like lots of restaurants and things like that on the Hilo side. It definitely feels more like a community over there. You see a lot of residential homes. You have kind of like a downtown area, schools, hospital, all that kind of stuff. And it's all kind of concentrated in one area. So it feels more like an actual town. And I know that sounds terrible, but on the Kona side, there's big resorts and then there's kind of like the town of Kona, but I feel like the residential areas are like farther out of kind of the commercial shop areas. So yeah, just a whole different vibe, whole different setup on the Hilo side. And it was so cool. So we took the southern route coming back. So we got to pass Volcano National Park, which is where I'm going to butcher the name, so I'm not even going to say it. One of the volcanoes is actually active right now, and they just had a big fountaining yesterday, which is incredible. I actually went up to it 2 nights ago and saw it fountaining, not as big as last night, but I just was thinking, how often in our lifetime will someone see a volcano fountaining? I just thought that was so incredible to witness this natural event. And then again, going back to today and how different the island is and how different the ecosystems are, there's fresh lava coming out of a volcano. And then further down, you have like all this volcanic rock and these like lava fields. And then you have these like lush, beautiful um, farms and ranches that are just all green and huge trees and flowers everywhere. Um, and then you get to Hilo side and it's like tropical rainforest, like it's dense, dense trees. And again, like Kona side, more of the lava rock, and you have black sand beaches, you have white sand beaches. And I know I'm just kind of telling you all about the Big Island, but it's so incredible to me how diverse this island is geographically, ecologically, and how much history is here. We got to visit yesterday. We went to visit one of the old restored villages, like where there was actually a village of where the natives of this island used to live. And just seeing some of the structures and the boats that they used, and they would have these fishing ponds. So it's like when the tide came in really big, water would get stuck. And then when the tide went out, there was all these fish stuck in these ponds. And then that's how they ate. Like they really had a wide variety of plants and not animals, but fishing, and just a lot of, again, diversity on this island with the landscape. And it just kind of boggles your mind to think like now we have cars and we can get around the island. And I think it took us like 2.5 hours to get to Hilo and 2.5 to get back. So I feel like to get around the whole island, it's about 5 hours if you drive nonstop. But think about back in the day when people were using either boats to get around the island or the King's Trail, like they actually walked around the island. Because there's some places it's so dense with trees and, like I said, shrubs and greenery. I don't know how you would ever get through that to even get to the other side of the island or the lava fields. Lava rock is really coarse and it's super um, easy to scratch yourself or harm yourself on it. So I am just, this day just kind of blew my mind as far as how incredible this island is just naturally. And then adding to it the human element of people living here and thriving here back in, hundreds, thousands of years ago. It's really cool to think about what it was before settlers came to this place. And I'm just so incredibly grateful I got to experience it and see all of it. I got to do it with my friend who's such a great guide and just knows so much about the history and again the geography and the landscape that I feel like I just learned so much and I'm incredibly grateful for this day. And I'm glad I got to share it with you and the sunset. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night.